What's up, guys? I'm John Camacho. This is Between the Pylons, and today we are doing a rookie watch video on Cooper DeJean, the second round corner out of Iowa to the Philadelphia Eagles. And how did this dude fall to the second round? It's wild. We're going to get right into it. For these videos, I am just doing a quick snapshot of the rookie in their rookie season, where they're at right now. All right, doing a bunch of these, try and get out multiple videos a week. If you're an Eagles fan, I just did a video on Quinyon Mitchell, came out yesterday. We're doing Cooper DeJean today, and yeah, you're an Eagles fan, just enjoy drafting so insanely well, because most of the NFL fans don't know what that's like. Like, you just hit on every first round pick, damn near, or like it's a story when you miss. Then you get second round picks fall to you that are great every time. It's wild. It's got to be awesome. All right, not jealous at all as a Dolphins fan. Anyway, let's get right into it. Cooper DeJean out of Iowa. Let's start with the PFF grade. And I do want to give the caveat as I put it on the screen right now. I think PFF probably overvalues the nickel corner a little bit too much with these grades. Cooper DeJean's awesome. That is not taking anything away from him. I'm just saying from a PFF standpoint, I think PFF is fine in a lot of ways. I like their grading process. I use them for a lot of different things, especially in these videos when it's difficult to put a dude in their area code of how they're playing compared to the rest of the NFL. But it's flawed, and it's not going to be perfect. How could it be? There's 22 players on a field at once. Like, it's not easy. There's a lot of different schemes. I get it. So with all that said, the caveat of he's really damn good is that he's probably not the second best corner in the league right now. Like, he's not. We know. I would feel confident saying that. But he is a hell of a nickel corner, and everything that you wanted to see from him, he's doing at a really high level. So let's get into some film right now. And first thing I want to do, this is a super popular play that's going around the internet right now for Cooper DeJean this week. And hey, this is a fourth down play. You have him trailing Jamar Chase as he goes in motion here. And just from this angle, just shows, I don't even think that angle does it justice. I'm gonna pull up the TV copy here for you guys. So here's the TV copy for you guys. We got Cooper DeJean right here in the middle of the field. Of course, he is trailing Jamar Chase, as you saw in the other angle. And again, just pursuit, doesn't really ever give Jamar Chase a chance. Yeah, if you're an Eagles fan, man, this is the stuff you gotta love, because this is just, man, there's no scheme here. There's nothing special about it. This is just athletic ability, physical talent, football player. I mean, that's all you can ask for. I'm going to play it one more time, and then we'll boop. All right, and I love this play for a lot of reasons. Just, again, another good moment that I was able to find on social media for Cooper DeJean right here in the slot. Just to be clear, they're playing a quarters coverage. He's got the inside or the underneath zone, flat, hook, whatever you want to call it. But whatever version of this coverage that he was supposed to play, whether it was the hook or the flat, doesn't really matter. It's completely empty. There's nothing in this space right here. But Cooper DeJean, again, before we get to what he's able to do, I love this moment, right? So passes off, good zone coverage stuff. Looks behind him. Like, you don't see this very often, I don't feel like looks behind him, looks at the coverage, and then immediately, without even looking back at the quarterback, gets on his horse, starts to gallop because he knows where he needs to be, and then looks back, and then right here we see Joe Burrow. He's got his arm cocked. He's about to let it loose, and he just, again, plays the eyes, plays the ball. Perfect, man. He's not supposed to be here. I feel very confident, and again, I won't sit here and pretend to know the play call or know exactly what the Eagles are doing in every, like, I don't have the scheme right in front of me, but this is Vic Fangio. It's a lot of zone stuff. It's a lot of passing it off, and it's why Vic Fangio doesn't like playing a lot of rookies, because there's a lot of technicalities, there are a lot of rules for his defense, and it is very much a bend don't break type of thing, right, with his zone coverage. All that being said, we know that his zone isn't the middle of the field where he ends up being. No, this is him playing football at a really high level. I'm going to play this again and again. Not an interception, I get it, but he gets 2 hands on the ball. That's a pass. That's a pass breakup. He is obviously probably upset that he doesn't get the interception, but man, just great awareness, great instincts. I mean, you look at Cooper DeJean and coming out, and I think this is a good spot where we should preface who this dude was coming out of the draft, because this is a guy who had all the physical tools, ran a 4.4 at his pro day. So, I mean, we knew he had the speed. He was great in college at Iowa. But the knock on him coming in, the reason he fell to the second round ultimately was because I don't think he was – I don't think the NFL by and large, or at least a good majority of the NFL from my research, I'll put it that way, I don't believe that the NFL saw him as the outside corner, right? The guy that they got with their first pick in the first round was Quinyon Mitchell. He was the quintessential, outside man-to-man corner that is just going to be more highly valued in drafts because it's just a rare, it's a more important and a rarer skill, right? That's just the way it is in the NFL. Doesn't make the nickel corner not important. It's still incredibly important, obviously. But Cooper DeJean, seen more as like this toolsy safety possibly, and I think that was kind of like, okay, where are we going to put him? Well, he has a skill set, a really, really incredible, like an elite skill set, and they put him in the perfect position to do what he can do. This dude's a football player. Take away anything else, take away the 40 time, take away the bells and whistles, take away how fluid is his hips and all these like little things that we nitpick that we never really talk about when the games are actually being played, because it just doesn't matter as much as we try to pretend it does sometimes. Take all that away, this dude just plays the game at a high level. Here's another couple more examples. All right, real quick, just want to throw a couple quick hitters out that I found for you guys. This is just closing speed. Just impressive, man. What else is there to say? He's clearly on his man. Slot wide receiver, Elijah Moore, I think who that is. Just doesn't matter. Gets to the sidelines, creates the tackle. Here's another good example from the most recent game against the Bengals. Good tackle in space to save a touchdown here. Gotta love it. Again, this is a TV copy for you guys, but yeah, went a little high, but hey, brought him down. Love it. And the last one for you guys, always fun to show a cornerback blitz. A little sack here. I think he gets half a sack for it. Throws him off, and then his teammates help finish him up. But hey, this went down as a sack for Cooper, so that's a good one to end it on. Y'all, this is probably the best Eagles draft that they've had since 2002. And that's a historic draft. If you're an Eagles fan, you know what I'm talking about there. They fixed their secondary in one offseason. And it wasn't through big trades or anything. It was just they found the right guys. This dude's a stud. We'll go through the stats real quick, but there's really not much else to say. Before we look at the stats, I did just want to point out, because I don't think I've mentioned it yet, really started to get into the starting lineup in week 6, and primarily a slot corner, as you guys can see. So I just wanted to give that context for you guys there. And again, as you can see, in a very limited sample size, we're seeing a guy who already has a pass breakup, already has 2 quarterback pressures, has a sack, has only allowed 10 receptions, and again, we're talking about a slot corner here, so a lot of those receptions, I mean, you throw it out to the tight end in the flats, and that's Cooper DeJean's fault. That's not really a fair stat in my opinion, but I digress. Altogether, guys, probably. I'm gonna keep it in. Fuck it. Altogether, this dude is an absolute stud. I'm a big fan. I think, like I said earlier, Eagles hit it out of the park, and I think he's only going to grow. It took him a little while to work in the offense. As I mentioned earlier, Vic Fangio's defense is not rookie-friendly by any means, and they've got 2 rookies playing in there already. So that's some really cool stuff. Eagles, from a talent perspective, I mean, probably just top to bottom roster-wise, the most talented team in the NFL, in my opinion. I mean, you just look at young studs all over the field. Name a position, they're top tier, or they at least have a couple freaks. There's no excuse for the Eagles. I mean, this is a special group of guys, and the sky is absolutely the limit for them. But all right, guys, that's it for Cooper DeJean. If you're interested in the Quinyon Mitchell video, I just recorded it as I'm sitting here, but that came out a day before this video is coming out. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.